We just purchased two Lectric XP4 bikes, brand new. We've had them for a couple of weeks, and now that we have them and we take them out riding all the time, we're faced with the challenge of what do we do to secure all the things on our bike? And rather than go into some long diatribe about what kind of lock you should get and how you should lock the bike up and all these strategies, I just want to show you one thing that I was kind of concerned with. The XP4s come with a quick release latch on the seat post. We have the suspension seat post. That's one of the easiest things for somebody to just come up, unlatch the quick release and steal your seat. And although they didn't get the bike, you're faced with this drastic inconvenience of having to walk your bike back because it's certainly not rideable without a seat. So looked all over the internet, tried to find a locking mechanism for a 40mm seat clamp, seat post clamp. Surprisingly hard to find in that size. It's not a standard size, so 40mm, a little bit different. So I went about it another way, relatively inexpensive, and I'll show that to you now. Looking at the bike, this is the quick release latch. It's a 40mm latch, and it's all somebody needs to do to steal your seat. So come up, pop that latch, grab the seat post, and pull it out. And there you go. No more seat for you, seat for me. This is the latch mechanism. It comes off really easily. Just twist it off, pop it off, and this is the whole mechanism. When you're through, what you'll end up with is something that requires a tool to get off. It takes very few parts, it's very inexpensive, and nobody's getting this off without either racking on it or without the aid of a tool. This is the 40mm clamp that holds the seat post on. To disassemble it, relatively easy. You're just going to unlatch it, take the tension off, and then there's a threaded knob right here. There's the knob. There's two washers that reside right behind there. And then the mechanism just comes apart. To disassemble the next part, which is the little barrel and the threaded shaft, just going to need a simple pair of pliers. You have the shaft threaded on both sides and the little barrel that resides inside the handle. Save the barrel. Also with that, just underneath the barrel is a small brass piece as well. I'll show you what to do with that. Now, to put this all together, you just need the pair of pliers. You'll need a hex key, metric, and you're going to go down to any store, Lowe's, Home Depot, auto parts store, Ace Hardware, whatever. And the first thing that you're going to get is an M5 .8 30mm hex bolt. The hex bolt looks like this. Next thing that you'll need, and this is all optional, this is just the way that I put it together, but it goes together nicely. So next thing that you'll need, a little pack of M5 lock washers. And then also optional, I bought some number 14 brass washers. The first thing I'm going to do here is, and again this is optional, but I have this brass washer, and my thought was that I would protect the clamp itself from over tightening by adding 2 layers of brass just to absorb some shock and then potentially wear in without the potential of cracking this cast piece. I'm going to take one washer from the existing, seat it in there, and put the new hex bolt in, and put the brass washer in, and then the barrel on top. And what I'm doing is I'm forming it to the little indentation right there. It's actually curved where the barrel seats. So now that I have it partially threaded, I'm just going to take the key, hold it in place, and kind of tighten it up. I don't know if you can see it clearly or not, but what I'm doing is basically just kind of crushing and forming this little black washer. So I'm going to back this out. There we go. So we have a crushed washer, the barrel, and now we're just going to put it all together. So the original installation had 2 washers seated in here. There we go. Put 1 washer in, 2 washers in, and then we're going to add a lock washer on top of that. That prevents the hex bolt from backing out, and it also does a pretty good job of evening out the exact amount of threads that it's going to poke through the small barrel, so you don't end up with part of the bolt sticking out and potentially cut your hand. The original brass washer seats in there. The secondary brass washer seats on there. And then we have the original barrel. Get that started. And basically, there you go. Now you have an installation of a Seatpost clamp that would require this hex key to get out. And don't make it easy for a would-be thief to potentially just pop this lever and steal your bike. This is a standard tool that you're going to carry with you. Hopefully, you're going to carry this with you when you're out riding, just in case you need to adjust something. Most of the bolts for all the accessories on the XP4 are hex keys. So you're just going to loosen this up, pop this back on the shaft, adjust your seat to the height that you want, tighten it up, and you should be good to go. I coated mine with a simple coat of black spray paint just to protect the bolt. You can get these hex bolts in stainless steel, which would probably be a good idea just for corrosion, but we store our bikes indoors and they're not exposed to the elements, so if I have to spray some WD on it, so be it. Anyway, so that's my little hack.